It's October 8th, 2012, still early in the morning here. The sun's just coming up here on the north end of Salt Spring Island. It's going to be another spectacular sunrise. Got another clear morning, not a cloud in the sky, and it's been like that for a long time. Anyway, in the foreground here is my cactus patch. These are Opuntia cactus. I've been growing cactus outside since the 1980s. These are not indigenous to Salt Spring Island. I do have indigenous ones here. These are nasty spines on these suckers though, and even the smaller ones that don't really look like spines are spines. And when you get them in you, they are hard to get out. But there's lots of native cactus here that grows indigenous on the southwestern slopes of Salt Spring Island. It is Opuntia fragilis. I have agave growing in here and a few other interesting things. But I really do like this cactus because it does flower. It gets yellow flowers on it, and it does really well here in our island climate. The soil has to be very well draining. That's the key to growing cactus. There's several species of Opuntia growing in here, and it'll take as much cold as our climate can dish out for it, and our winters don't get that cold here anyway. So drainage is the key to growing cactus. I even have a Yucca brevifolia in here, which is actually a Joshua tree, and I got the seed from a friend of mine that was actually camping in Joshua Tree Park years ago. They're painfully slow, but it does survive our winter. The base in here is sandstone and shale. So you pick a hole in the ground here. I have to say pick a hole in the ground because you can't really put a shovel in the ground here. It's pretty rocky. And you pour a bucket of water in that hole, and it's like a sieve. It just goes right down before your eyes. So that's the key to growing these types of plants. These xeriscape or desert plants is fast draining soil, and with most of the exotics I grow, fast draining soil is very important for long-term survival and keeping them out of the cold winds. I don't get the cold wind here. I don't get outflow winds whatsoever. The coldest winter days when it's blowing out in the Fraser Valley, you won't have anything here, maybe even the slightest breeze if you're lucky. So wind is a factor too, cold winter winds which desiccate plants. And drainage. More people lose plants from being in waterlogged soil than the winter cold ever gets them. So, and I never have to worry about that here. Drainage isn't really a problem. It's actually sometimes it's too good, and that becomes a problem in the summertime. And I can see my bananas are suffering over there. So, anyway, it's going to warm up to about 19 degrees Celsius today on Salt Spring Island, and another good day for the cactus patch. This is a really nice one here too. Got lots of spines on it. Gotta make sure I don't get any stuck in me. So I'll give you grab the camera and I'll put it a little closer so you can have a better look at my cactus patch. They're pretty good sized cactus. You can see the native ones in there and lots of native ones all in there. Tons of native cactus. Prickly pears. Indigenous to the southern Gulf Islands of British Columbia, Canada.